A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Taylor Swift releases This Love in next move toward owning her back catalog. The re-recording of This Love by Taylor Swift could be the newest spur to owning her back catalog.
The new release also features an extensive interview with Scooter Braun, Swift's longtime producer. Read on to discover more.
Read on for an insightful look at Swift's relationship with Braun and her relationship with Scooter. And, of course, don't miss the video for Shake It Off.
Taylor Swift's re-recording of This Love spurs interest in her back catalog. With a re-recording of this in the works, Taylor Swift has reignited interest in her back catalog.
While her fans will be pleased to see the song back on the radio, the re-recording of her classic singles has sparked new interest. It has long been a fan favorite, and fans may have been reluctant to give up on the original recording.
Whether or not she decides to release another version of the song is another question entirely, but she's adamant that This Love isn't a lost cause. Re-recording is another example of her sensitivity and sincerity.
Back to December, which was featured on Speak Now, 2010, was touted as a huge step forward for Swift. Now, while it might no longer feel groundbreaking, it demonstrates how Swift's sensitivity is growing as a songwriter.
Swift's sincerity has always been the key to a good apology. Similarly, the re-recording of Breathless from 2010 is another highlight of the re-recording.
While she still has a lot of room to improve the recording, Swift has gone a step further by collaborating with the folk duo The Civil Wars. In the song Red, Swift thanked author Jenny Han for the book that inspired the song.
She also sold the masters to producers Scooter Braun and other executives. The re-recording of Fearless is yet another sign that Swift's re-recordings are a surefire way to make fans curious about her back catalog.
While re-recording This Love may reignite interest in her back catalog, the original version was a far more complex song than the re-recorded version. The album's cover was painted by Trevor Key and was inspired by the painting Castle in the Pyrenees by Magritte.
In fact, the cover was only released for a few months, so Should Have Said No is an even better choice. But it's a little too late to make a change. Taylor Swift's relationship with Scooter Braun.
The feud between Taylor Swift and her celebrity manager Scooter Braun is no secret. After all, Braun is the man behind Big Machine Records, the company Swift left for $300 million in 2015.
Now, he is in charge of most of the artist's work and wants to take the master recordings back. However, Swift claims Braun has bullied her and she's trying to get them back.
She calls Braun a bully and calls the company he owns a vulgar one. However, when Braun bought the master recordings from Big Machine Records, the singer fired back and wrote an emotional post about the deal.
He is an endless manipulative bully, Swift wrote on Tumblr. The couple had been trying to get hold of Taylor Swift's music masters for years, but Braun and Big Machine founder Scott Borchetta refused to sell them.
Braun allegedly became the liar of the year in Taylor Swift's eyes, and Swift's fans have been upset ever since. As a result of the drama, Swift has re-recorded older music and is actively trying to regain ownership of her master recordings.
Her recent relationship with Braun has caused her to face controversy over her corporate relationship. Swift's former manager Scooter Braun sold her master recordings to an investment fund for $1 million.
In addition to buying Swift's back catalog, Braun also bought the rights to The Big Machine and her publishing rights. Besides being the man who bought Big Machine Records, Scooter Braun also has a good relationship with Selena Gomez.
According to Marty Singer, Braun and Gomez are friends. Swift criticized Singer's comments, but she reportedly did not have a negative relationship with him.
A source told Swift that he would have been a good friend to her if she was friends with him. Taylor Swift's re-recording of Fearless.
Fans everywhere are getting excited about Taylor Swift's re-recorded version of Fearless. The singer is attempting to regain control over her material after Scooter Braun sold and acquired the rights to her first 6 albums without her permission.
While Swift hasn't revealed a specific release date for Fearless, she did release a re-recorded version of Love Story in mid-February. The re-recorded Fearless is off to a great start.
The lead single Love Story has already sold over 10,000 downloads in a week. Interestingly, only 3 songs sold more than 10,000 in thus.
In the week ending February 4, the songs that sold more were Tom MacDonald's Fake Woke and BTS' Dynamite.
While the original version features a slightly different sound, Taylor Swift's re-recorded Fearless is most faithful to the original. The singer emphasizes structural exactitude, transforming the song from its harsh initial iteration to a smoother production.
15. TV has surprising vibrato and tonal alterations. Untouchable is a good prelude to Swift's first foray into country rock.
Fearless Taylor Swift's version is a huge improvement over the original album. The re-recorded Fearless has more songs, including 6 previously released tracks and a soundtrack track.
The album has a 106-minute runtime, so fans can expect a hefty listen. Streaming the re-recorded Fearless is essential for fans.
Despite a number of changes in the recording process, Swift is retaining the essence of the 2008 Grammy-winning song. The original version was a masterpiece, but Swift did open up about her re-recording process in an interview.
I think I can say that this re-record is much more honest and better than the original Fearless album, she said. I'm glad to have done it, she said.
Taylor Swift's re-recording of 1989. Fearless Taylor Swift's version is a re-recording of the infamous album released in November 2008.
It includes 6 previously unreleased tracks from Swift's vault. The re-recording features duets with Maren Morris and Keith Urban.
In April 2021, Fearless Taylor's version is expected to become Swift's 9th #1 album on the Billboard 200.
This would have been the case even if the album didn't sell a single copy. A new re-recording of This Love is the latest single to be released by the pop singer.
She has previously teased the release of the re-recording in her Amazon Prime Video series The Summer I Turned Pretty. She announced that she would release the full studio version of the track at midnight on May 6.
In a tweet, Swift referred to the song's original songwriter as Jenny Han. Meanwhile, her TikTok followers speculated that the new recording will feature Jenny Han's vocals.
The re-recording of 1989 was prompted by the fact that Scooter Braun, Swift's producer, has sold the original master recordings to a private equity firm. The re-recording is the result of a deal that involves Swift and the company she was signed to.
The re-recording of 1989 has been hailed as a great step for the pop superstar and her fans. While the original recording of 1989 may have been the first one to be released by the pop singer, the re-recording by Swift is very faithful to the original version.
The singer's voice, which changed drastically during her teenage years, is a stronger tone, and she has dropped the faux southern accent. If 1989 is a hint of an upcoming album, it is likely to be released soon.
Taylor Swift's relationship with her fans. Taylor Swift has maintained an incredible level of interaction with her fans, even though she's a worldwide celebrity.
She has personally invited hundreds of fans to her home, and is a person of her word. Though she's not particularly receptive to the media, she has always been true to her word.
It's no wonder that she considers her fans to be her family. She has no problem seeking their support and help whenever she needs it.
During the live stream announcing her new album, Swift invited some of her fans into her living room to listen to the new songs. Since then, she's done the same thing many times.
Her fans are so supportive of her work that she's even invited a fan to her wedding. She once played air hockey with a fan, Jordan Nickerson, while talking about Spider-Man and her favorite superhero. Swift's love of her fans is evident in everything she does.
Besides visiting fans at their homes, she also invited them to take part in her music videos. Shake It Off was a recent hit, which featured fans who were professional dancers.
One of the most polarizing aspects of Taylor Swift's fanbase is her political views. Many of her fans are conservative, so it's not surprising that the artist has a strong fanbase that's not always agreeable with them.
But Swift's fans are her friends, and she is grateful for their support. The relationship between Swift and her fans is also highly personal, and the two are arguably more important than ever.